Liquid look electric today. Have been enjoying their play so far. Gambit seemingly has dropped off as we get into it. It's going to be Mo on the CT side now. Aggressive towards second middle. Can't connect the first shot, but he might get a second chance. Aggressive as usual. We'll find the first frag.
Well, and more importantly, Taco found Mo, who was swinging back from Boiler. If he had found those kills at top wall, not only would they start to favor the defense, but they would have shut down any chance of rotating back toward A, which they can now do, even though they put pressure towards CT. It actually was to cut off rotations and to give a little bit of doubt as to which side of the map they're going on, knowing that they have full control of the A site now. They'll put the bomb down. So Mir was forced off nowhere back into the site, no kits in play. Doja's got a smoke, but even that's going to go very little toward winning this round in a 5-on-3.
Well, this is going to be a very difficult retake for Gambit, and they're shooting each other right now. It's Naf to take down Dosia. I don't think there's any chance that Gambit can do anything with this whatsoever. Naf is hunting for frags here, but so is Mir. He'll get two, looking for a third, not going to happen. He gets himself $600, but overall a very comfortable pistol. More importantly, on the T side for Liquid here to kick off their campaign on Inferno. Looking to get in the grand final here. Not really a doubt in my mind is going to happen at this point. They just look far too strong. Remember, Gambit haven't been on the big stage for some time now. And already having turmoil in the squad. Hobbit, one of the big names within the squad, is going to be removed after this event. There's Dosia up. Now to post some big numbers here to stand a chance. As he looks at the correct skin in CT Spawn, it will be the nice pink one there. And we'll find out once again. Looking for that banana control. Will be fully invested, considering that he wants to buy the MVP, and Nitro fully blind will get the frag.
Yeah, nothing Hobbit could do there. Was already damaged considerably. Top 3 HP. So even the blind man can find that kill. As Taco goes back over toward the apartments. Straightforward in their thinking thus far. They've controlled Banana. That's relatively default, I suppose, a relative default considering the win the opening round and they're up against pistols, and now they start to push out toward A. Now, that said, they haven't gone too far or tried to get a mid-wall or Boiler. Not a ton of information if there was a stack in B or not. Thankfully, for their sake, there isn't. They're going to head that way regardless. As the smoke goes down, Doji wants to push back through. Deagle can certainly find one in this situation, but he doesn't actually commit. He falls away from the rush. Certainly would have made it a problem if he did go through, so it's better that he didn't. Conceding the plants. You may even see it. CT's running away. It seems odd. They don't have much, but Adren's got armor. He's got a scout from here and 2 Deagles. Well,
I agree. Especially the B side, just throwing money away at this point. If you save even just pistols here, you've got a bit of armor as well. At least you have something to work with in round number 3 instead of absolutely nothing but the default weaponry. So it makes a lot of sense. Nice clinical round there from Liquid. Didn't give much away at all. Good double nades to find that first frag. Bomb down, like you said, no stack towards B. No problem at all. 2-0 for Liquid. Might not be 3 though, considering Gambit will have a little bit more than usual to work with. And try and do some significant damage at the very start, but it should be Liquid finding a third comfortably.
Can't buy anything around what they have saved. Can't afford a single investment on the CT side.
Yeah, when they're all around $2,000, I guess apart from Mo, he could maybe drop a pistol or Mir, but he doesn't really want to have to do that. So they'll stick to what they have. The scout for Mo, though, could do some damage here. He'll be looking towards the details, of course. Doesn't nail the shot, takes a bullet in return. Don't really want to challenge him again. He's the sort of sniper. These shots, but Taco times it well. Good grenade to follow up as well. Does a lot of damage towards Hobbit as he tries to collect the weapon there. He'll get the scout, but lose all of his HP now. It's originally 85, but the grenade usage is absolutely perfect from Liquid there.
Fantastic. All the way Taco and Twistzz, each finding a kill as they work out from the doorway. It's only Doja. Sits over the shoulder, sticking out a little bit too far, is easily spotted. So now we go 3-0. That was not unexpected. What we don't know, okay, it is going to be the op immediately from Mo. So I was going to say what we don't know is how aggressively they're going to purchase on the CT side. It's going to be less utility as a result of that. He won't have head armor, which is fine if you were against AKs, but this is going to be almost a full bonus round So that's still somewhat significant for Mo, who elects to go for the smoke instead.
So what kind of strategies do you want to be deploying when you have a full array of SMGs? They don't have a single AK in the first gun round. That's so bizarre, but also so powerful as well. With 3 players without their helmets, you're absolutely right. You might as well just go fast and get stuck in with the MP5. Hobbit, he is stuck with the block in the half place now. Twistzz will take him down and Dread. Surely he's done for at this point. He hasn't got the helmet. He'll spray forward and he'll have to fall back. He has got Dosia with him though. And whether they'll realize there's multiple players there already is yet to be seen, but they do not have to commit here. The 5 versus 4 has come in Liquid's favor. Nitro will push through. Missed all shots, only one though.
The problem is the Flames.
A slight chance, but didn't pan out for him in the end. Had to go for the quick no-scope through the smoke there to even find the second kill. And he does save the AWP, but he hasn't really got much around him. And there's always a chance when these star AWPers just have that single weapon out, even if his teammates are eco. Needs to be a little bit more aggressive than usual. Adren trying to make the jump work here towards the atrium.
Gets it on the second try, and this gives him an off angle to play. Understandably so with the Deagle. Down, shots will be he's going to taco though. Mo and Adren, or excuse me, Mirror and Adren. So Mo's still alive, and this can actually retreat off of the library. It's not ill-advised at this point. It's 5-3. Gets a little damage, but he'll get away. They want to save the op. Doja can stay aggressive. The information as the T's would be leaving. Give Mo a better fighting chance. This is now 5-0 for Liquid. T-side Inferno as well. Perfect start. Not only did they win the pistol, they won the bonus round, which has built their money into an absolutely incredible amount.
It absolutely has. It's difficult to put them down to an EQ now. So perfect from Liquid. Another clean sweep, and Mo surely won't survive this one. There we go. Not even one. Dies before I can finish the sentence. That's 5-0 for Liquid. Matt, they've got $13,000 on Math and Taco. Oh my goodness. How do you even break this down now? Double orb set up for Gambit. And you can see this is a different team. It's kind of reminiscent of the London Major, if you think about it. We had those great teams and great runs in the studio section of the tournament for Complexity and Big, for example, then blown out the water once they hit to the big stage. I wish I could really dissect that for you and work out exactly what changes in the mentality and performance, but this is a different Gambit now, and Liquid still firing on all cylinders, just like they were for other tournaments.
The unwavering, that's for sure, in the playoffs.
Mexican wave going on, I like that. Keep going, guys, at the front.
At this point,
Completely wrecked them, and you can see how it's affected their finances going forward. They've got a UMP up for mass in the hands of Dosia and Adren, respectively. Lose this round, they're going to be down something like 8-1, because the indication of the double eco going forward is so drastic for them. What's the play here? Mo and the AWP currently positioned defensively on the bomb side, not even actively looking for a kill right now. A bit of banana control. Hobbit and Dosia taking care of that. The Liquid now probing towards B. Good grenade on either side. Hobbit and Nitro exchange, and yes, indeed, Nitro will go down eventually. Ali's trying to answer back now, and what a reply it is. Dosia will be there for the trade. He's on 11 HP, gets the M4 and falls back. Not before dropping the Mo, that's an ambitious play with the AWP map.
and there's no need. They're in a 4-on-3. They're actually at the advantage at that point in time. His team's already sticking through the door. Massive sign of arrival. Twistzz takes down Adren. Mirror's already smoked himself off in pit, given that the position, he's basically preserved his position, but also taken away in respect. Very careful. Doja is also going to win library. They can isolate Mirror. Rather than going and getting a chance to get back behind the wall, that was very clever. Liquid slowed the pace, additional in some ways.
Sure. His spiritual home.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think so.
Yeah. Someone's responsible for it, I'm not sure. Either way, we will see the Smokes Molotov combo go down, and it is going to be an eco. I say that. Dosia is fully invested. Mir as well. They're down to 0. His teammates trying to keep a bit of extra cash. And Dren has got the Zeus out as Liquid try and contest for that banana control. Dosia, pretty much he can do. Solo hold and B against 3 very sharp Liquid players.
Doja will take his time, go toward Orange's 1, play a lot more passively at this point in time. Once again, breaking down the money, will have a chance to really run with this half. Again, Gambit can't be too worried in the fact that their T sides have been their saving grace. At the same time, you've got to give themselves a fighting chance. I would say even 6 rounds. Maybe they do enough. Twistzz and Taco slow it down at mid. Molotov back out toward Boiler. Mo is actually burning because of that. Gets away from it. Smoke for Adren could be interesting because they're going to go through. He wants to push it. Zeus in hand! That's not bad, Adren, but Snap is there to take the fun away immediately after.
It was short-lived hype, but it did deliver. Hobbits will be in CT spawn, only the CZ this round is just not possible for them. Stunning shots there. Not going to around victory. There's nowhere to be seen. Now the problem with this is they only going to have $1,900 next round. 2 of them fully invested here. Ideally, in Counter-Strike, the general idea should be that you're keeping everyone's money about the same. So the in-game leader can actually work out when are we going to buy, when are we not, when are we going to eco. And right now, this is a nightmare because you have 2 players that can't buy at all, that have $1,900. The other guys will be hovering around 4K, which is actually enough to buy, just about, not ideally. But now they're going to have to take the eco, virtue of their absolute disaster of financial management here.
It's more so that it's not even their own situation. It's the fact that Liquid on the other side of it are stacked. They've got so much money to work with, and the CT side, even with the lost round, you don't have bomb plan. There's no real extra earnings. There's nothing you can do to get more, and your weapons are more expensive.
Absolutely true. And you have the extra diffuse kit that needs to be purchased as well. Here's Alish. Really many highlights to discuss in the last few rounds, but that's the Zeus. That was a lot of fun. Crazy stuff from Adren. Not really going to help him out too much. And like we said, I don't think Liquid will be broken down financially at all this half. They're 7-1 up. They still have Nap and Taco hovering around $12,000 each. And here comes the HE strike. We were talking about this earlier in the half, hoping to inflict significant damage, but nothing done at all. And they have to continue holding up with default weapons on the bomb sites now, looking for at least a kill at the start.
Stack completely on A. Clever little position on the back side of the railing for Hobbit. Used to be a really cool pillar you could jump to in the pit. In the previous version of Inferno where you jumped off the balcony and like that half fence.
Yes, it was a little pillar you could sit on the right-hand side. You could sit there as a CT and like try and have a very awkward angle as they came out. That's no longer possible.
I missed it.
It was cool. You could also have the absolute pillar as well. You could hide behind the pip and dance around it.
I think the Danish teams called that dildo.
They did, I believe. We might have done as well. I won't lie. But,
definitely Dupree's idea.
Yeah. It's going to be, remember, just default pistols here. Liquid looking to win up a half in round number 9. On the T side of Inferno, Gambit just have no response for this whatsoever. They'll have some money for the next round. They're going to get $2,400 per player. On top of that, around 3K right now. So that'll be enough to buy. Mo can bring out the orb finally. That's Liquid. Still looking disciplined. They don't want to give anything up. But starting to drop now. It's the USBs that are doing damage to the block. That's not usual, but Liquid's still in a very good position. It's 7-2, but they might be back in this now. That's exactly what they need. Remember, this sort of round, they got them into neutral as well. Managed to get 4 rounds off the bounce.
Down all over Banana. That's standard procedure. Smokes as well to extinguish the bottom side of it. That'll give Elise a chance to re-challenge. The problem is doing so. Look at the HP he's lost. Finally, Gambit's putting up a bit of a fight in the early round. Unsurprisingly, it's Hobbit. He's been showing a lot of aggression in this event, I have to say. Unsurprisingly, he's got we've seen it in the past. This man, time and time again, he nearly gets away with both kills. As Mo will treat him in the LWP, but on Hobbit, he's been playing rather perhaps with a bit of abandon because obviously he is leaving this.
He does. Smoke's now available. Incendiaries as well. It's not the worst device, but Liquid just look way too comfortable at this point. That's what 8 rounds already. Anything at this point is just a bonus.
Absolutely. Like I said, to be fair, Gambit's T side has been a little bit more effective. A lot more effective, let's be honest, in this event. If they give themselves 6 pistols, the problem is saying that is every time I mention if, that means I'm putting a stipulation on something that's uncharacteristic. So it's a big ask, but they can give themselves a chance. Still just stays toward Banana. He'll have Hobbit back off further to throw a further support nade. That'll go, I assume, is it going to be another smoke toward the bottom side of it? Just take the Hobbit, yep. That to support Doja. Flash is still in position as well, but he wants the early rotation. They're trying to anticipate and funnel Team Liquid with a minute to play with, however. Doja. Hobbit has to return already, and Doja has to go passive, so they try to anchor a banana. They didn't have full control of it, and then because they rotated off, they now have to go super passive and give up that map control.
Absolutely. Twistzz successfully getting himself in towards apartments here. 45 seconds remaining. Time running out, but still on the half wall now. This looks like a B execution. If you get a player on the half wall, they can actually Molotov towards the emo position. Most of the grenades being baited out on the CT side. Dosia and Hobbit actually have nothing between the map, and they've got to defend a full execution towards the B side now against 5 players. How do they possibly do it? Dosia with the UMP, and it will be Hobbit with the AK. They're both half health, but Dread will rotate in and drop a smoke. Dread was a little bit too late. He dropped the smoke. It could have been enough 5 seconds before, perhaps, but no. He doesn't get there in time, and it's another full eco for Gambit. I have to say, this has been a bit of a lackluster semi-final. Gambit haven't really showed up whatsoever. But let's see whether they can maybe get 5 rounds and give us something to hope for in the second.
Again, same formation. They start with banana. They'll fall away from it. Nitro's going to hold. Bomb waits bottom side of mid. It seems to be, though, Henry, maybe we're on for something good here. So whenever we have good semifinals, we usually have a flat final. Whenever we have flat semis,
I see what you're doing here.
we usually have a pretty epic final.
Well, presumably we're going to have Mouse Sports and Liquid in a best of 5 tomorrow in front of this amazing crowd. That could be enough to... Mouse Sports are looking better. Snacks is actually fitting into the lineup now. It's not a foregone conclusion that Liquid are going to run away with the game. And those 2 teams in finals as well, I feel like that could go the full distance, and maybe we can get the grand final. We know we deserve.
In the past, I believe they couldn't do it again. Nitro, he'll start off toward B. It's Hobbit that's going to find first, and he absolutely does. Looks up, looks back down. This isn't bad. Naf's going to be on the op. We know Naf's a hybrid offer. Is this maybe change for the future? Nitro's looking solid again on the AK entry. Having a way with it as Taco catches off both firmly on the table if they can win one convincingly. Moving on to the next, we know that FaZe, every tournament that goes by, are getting further away from it. Strawless still has an outside chance. I think they're, 2 with 6 more events to close it, but it's an ongoing feat that seems to be inevitable, or rather elusive, I should say, but teams just can't get that far into the depth of it. So Liquid getting one early with this much consistency on an upward trajectory could be an ambition for them throughout the course of the year.
10-2, an opening pick though for Hobbit as he gets a little bit more aggressive towards Banana. He'll take down Alish. And Mo, the orb this time, not inside the boiler room. We'll just be watching it in a more defensive position. That's more like it. He'll spot the barrel though of Nafla. Remember, he's the one picking up the orb this time. And Nitro will be dropped first. Much better from Gambit. Now they can pull back and hold crossfires. This is when you do it, when you found that advantage and you don't have to extend anymore.
Great play, Taco. Adren, he thought he could beat them to the angle, and unfortunately for him, Taco was already standing there waiting. Still only pulls back 1 kill for Liquid. So Mo waits to see how the bomb will access the site, and the more time that goes on, the more clear his vision is toward quad. Now I'm gonna counter peek it. That's ambitious! Makes it work. Tries to fire back toward the pit as well. Molotov's to clear. There's actually no one there. They're not aware of that. They've already distilled that by the way of the early rotations. Now isolated to continue Taco to the top of the smoke to find Hobbit. And deny the plant. 20 seconds. It starts to fit his position. He's aware they're gone wide of him. He's aware they're looking for the and in doing so, Twistzz just perfectly positioned himself. Very little Doja can do.
Well, Matthew, that's a 5 versus 3. The Gambit can't find a single other kill on top of it. That's insane. Taco will open things up and get the kill from the apartment, start hitting the aggro, and at that point, it's just so perfectly done. Gambit didn't necessarily make any mistakes there. There's nothing they can do. As soon as they get a challenge against a Liquid player, it all falls apart, and that's a 5-3. For me, that's the end of the map. They can't recover from that now. They got that round and maybe a 10-5. You thought this could be possible, but another eco for Gambit with 11-2 down on the CT side of Inferno. There's no way to romanticize this story any further because Gambit are just getting completely destroyed here in the second map.
He's taking damage. That's from further down. Nitro thinks it's his job to step out and defend his team. But Actually costs it. With Liege, okay, never mind. Forget it, Henry. I was going to say with him already damaged, maybe the Deagle gets a kill. Not going to happen. Liege is too powerful. I think they thought that that was actually going to be cleared. Too much into the comms in game. They are Molotov missed, and Doji confirmed that for Nitro. Yeah, that's why I was there. So smoke goes out, so that'll cover it off the arc side. 2 inside of the apartments, 1 on B. That's all the defense that Gambit has in this. They're trying to get aggressive with Mir. In fact, he crosses over all mid and catches off Taco. Rather than trying to be disciplined, he takes the shot immediately as soon as he got the opportunity, and he'll continue to push down. That'll force Liquid's hands. That Elish has 2 HP. They've thrown him the AWP as a result of that. They want now Flicker. Oh, nearly didn't have this. AK in his hands.
Yeah, just having fun now, it seems. The Julies are out, and the round should be done. Mo and Mir with just the basic pistols again, and they're holding up for exit. So it's going to be 12-2 in favor of Liquid. In the first half of Inferno, they already have a map under their belt. That was Nuke. That was a convincing 16-6 victory. And at this point, it feels like we're just going through even enough structure to get the third on the board. I feel like they will. I feel like the last round will be theirs. Considering like the Julies coming out and stuff like that, it's just that Liquid are getting a little bit too carried away with the situation. Might make a couple of mistakes. Won't in this round though. Takes him down. That's going to be Mo. And they go into the final round, number 15. At least Gambit have tons of money here. They can even bring out a double AWP setup if they so wish. Remember,
and they will wish.
Back in London, Liquid did play Astralis on the Inferno map, and they won the first half 13-2. That map ended up going to overtime.
That was just to clarify, because a lot of people are going to be thinking the semifinal was the reference. You're talking about the group stage.
Exactly, yes.
And it did go to overtime, you're right. So it was a pretty remarkable comeback from Astralis. That was also the only map Astralis lost in the whole event. And if they hadn't had that bad first half, they might have been the first one. Oh, this is pretty good. He gets all the way down mid, and Dren gets away with more than he should have, and more than certainly Liquid were prepared for. That would have been the only major champion to ever go undefeated. That's how close they were from doing that. As we sit for Liquid to try and recover, down to just 2. Taco and Twistzz. Brazil and Canada, polar opposites on the continents, will work together to try and figure out exactly what Gambit has on the cards. You're still sitting back outside of the apartments at B, but Mo playing alone on this has to be quick if he's going to play that style. Doja all the way down Banana.
I was about to save.
Pistol, they need to be absolutely perfect on yet another T side. It starts now.
It certainly does. Second half will begin. Liquid now on the more favored CT side. Blocks out in full force for Gambit. No Deagle antics. As we'll see what their initial play will suggest. One smoke, a few flashbangs. Dosia, the support player this round, he'll carry the utility. A wallbang attempt there with a Glock. Can't imagine it does a ton of damage, but remember, no helmets there, so definitely worth a go. Mid control there from Taco and Nitro. You can see they've got a nice little setup to bait Nitro in, but here comes the play towards the apartments. A commitment now from Gambit. They need this pistol so desperately because they're one of the best players in the game against them. That's Twistzz and Taco going to town on the A bomb side. Get him out of here. Liquid just look way too good right now.
Nitro's just having a laugh at this point. This is just so good. If this is the way they're going to play, I think Mouse Sports have got to already be scared for tomorrow. This is ridiculous.
Liquid anything but scared right now. Very, very convincing hold. Didn't look like they were going to give that up for a second. No plan, of course. 13-3 down. Has to be CZ's armor. And pretty much their last chance to have any sort of hope here to make it to the grand final.
Alt mid rush. They'll take CZ's. Certainly can rush with those. Doji goes for the Deagle. He's had memorable moments on this map. Let's not forget this is the map they won though. It seems ages ago. It certainly is when you turn the pages of history and realize that sense. Twistzz goes into combat toward the hallway, comes out damaged, but does some equally toward Doji. In fact, slightly better off half trying with the scouts, and he actually we get him up and up the Twistzz. His teammate will rotate in behind, and Twistzz looking solid from the pits as always.
Just one kill found for Gambit. They're gonna have to be full eco Next round, well, I don't think that's even an option. They're 14-3 down. They're going to have to buy up and hope for the best. He can't try and get 12 rounds in a row on the T side of Inferno. 14-3.
We've now finished 17 rounds, excuse me. We're going into the rounds 18. Not a single player on Gambit has double digits as of yet.
That's insane, isn't it? No one can really match the fragging of Team Liquid. That's been the absolute resounding factor for me. Liquid just hit every single shot, never look uncomfortable, and they're winning 5 on 3s convincingly. You know something's seriously wrong in the Gambit lineup.
Is this the last time we see Hobbit with them? Is this his departure?
I think, considering the way this game has done, they're not going to change their mind in terms of his future. They probably know it's a bit of a dream run. Same team twice with Derby, which is always a little bit wins, and I have to say, the best of 3s against Na'Vi. I can't take anything away from that, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep him in the So, has to be this round. And Red, the Palmer's control. Can't quite find that headshot, though. They've got, this really is the last chance now. Lose this one. You're 15-3 down. That's elimination point.
Twistzz still sits. A bit more aggressive this time toward the arch from Taco and Nitro. She's been quiet. Doesn't really fault him on that. He hasn't had to do anything. That's another good. So Twistzz continues to be impressive. 1, make it 22.
They just want to take every single battle here. No one's falling back. No one's giving in. Unrelenting approach here from Team Liquid. And Mo is trying to pad stats at this point. There it is. He'll get a kill, but what's it worth? I'm not really sure. Now let's hold up now. 30 seconds. They would struggle to even get a plant down. As they'll push forward. Alige will get the penultimate frag here. Mo, towards the middle. That should be it, ladies and gentlemen. 15-3. One more from Team.
Happen. But no one achieves that. Peter from HLTV. When was the last time that happened?
I think he's stopped responding to your messages now.
Fine. Someday he's going to realize we got a good thing going on here.
All the grenade damage at the start. They just be rushed here. That's the big call.